Hold on, you guys. This is a live reading, so I'm trying to see how I can set it up for everyone to see. I'm going to have to move these out here. Okay. Move my crystal back. Oh no. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. This is a live reading, okay? So there's no editing, there's nothing about this. Real authentic to you. Now, I wanted to do a pick a card. Not only is it live, but it's a pick a card reading, and I wanted it to be a message just meant for you as well. So, first we have, sorry. I'm trying to see if I see the names of the decks. Okay, so we first have the Soul's Journeys. This is an oracle deck. On top, we have an amethyst. And the amethyst is healing for spiritual and emotional body. It removes negative energy and even for negative energy for better overall health, and encourages harmony and unity. And also, I'm just telling you this so you can pick a card. Maybe the crystals will help you pick a card and or the name of the deck, okay? But first of all, I know I did that first, but pick a card, whatever is calling your name, whatever is resonating with you. You can actually pick more than one. I know I normally do that. Sometimes I'm like, well, I like both. So sometimes I look at two readings, and usually, most of the time, they work for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I just ignored that inner gut feeling? So if both two, more than one is calling, resonating with you, calling your name, you're feeling like I feel this vibe more the same as this one, then of course you're allowed to pick more than one. There's no rules in tarot, okay? Okay, so next we have the pyrite. And the pyrite is a protection stone that shields its user from harmful effects of negative energy on the mind, body, and spirit. It enhances mental capacity and provides emotional healing for the believer, and also encourages well-being. This also deals with money here too, okay? There's abundance when you're dealing with that crystal as well. Next, we have the rose quartz, and it's all about the love stone, okay? And it's vibrations of love, joy, acceptance, emotional healing. In a home, too, it's great for relationships and bringing unity. Great to put in the bedroom. It's for the heart chakra, the higher heart chakra, and the thymus chakras. All that works with that crystal there. Oh, and this deck is the Divine Energy Oracle. And this deck is the Light Oracle Cards deck. Lastly, we have the Wild Muse Oracle deck. And we have the Tiger Eye. And this Tiger Eye is associated with vitality. It boosts energy, increases bravery, helping combat fear. Okay, it helps balances emotions and creates positive energy. All of them are removing negative energy and positive energy. Okay, so pick what card is working for you. This is deck 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to start with the reading. And this is live, so you can see me put the cards away as well. But first, let me put, I'm adjusting things on the side here to make space to put the cards. I should have been more prepared. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to start with card 1. Look at the time stamp and go to your reading. Okay, group 1, this is for you. Again, this is the amethyst. We discussed what the healing properties of this stone, and this is great for the bedroom as well. Good for dreams. I love that stone, okay? There's a reason why you see this in a lot of homes, okay? Okay, so let's get started with the reading. Again, this is the soul's journey. And let's see what your message is. Group 1. Actually, I'm going to mix the cards a lot more. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay. So we have guilt. I put it upside down and it'll come adversity, sorry. Trust. Empathy. Okay, so let's discuss the first one. Guilt. This is interesting. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Let me read this card too. Can you guys hear me turning the pages? And then we'll add tarot to this as well, okay? So if you see any smoke, there's smoke because there's incense. I cleanse the energy. I actually, you know what? Let me do it with sound. You're the first reading, so the energy was already cleansed. But the second one and the third and the fourth, we're doing the sound. Sound, a lot of times, not only just cleanse the energy, but sets the tone. We're setting off the tone in a very nice, meditative, relaxing state. There's no pressure. It's full of love and compassion when receiving this reading. Okay, sorry for that. This is what happens when you do a live, but that's okay. The energy of fear has many guises to complicate your path to loving yourself. Guilt is the most deceivious one. It is a wolf in sheep's clothing. If it is self-imposed emotion that pretends to be instructive and enlightening. So when you feel guilty, you think it's a positive energy. You think that you are helping yourselves or a loved one, but it's really negative energy. It's really holding you back. It's a fear. Guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been harmful to others and that we need to make amends. After we do so, though, listen here, feeling guilty is natural, but after you realize, okay, I shouldn't have did that, I feel guilty, it's time to learn from this behavior and move on. The problem arises when we hold on to guilty feelings that serve no purpose other than promoting self-destruction and low self-esteem. Are you hearing me? Okay, amen. And the incense is all through here. I have the window open, so all the negative energy is going out. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational. But if you examine it, act on it, and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion, okay? So don't hold on to guilt. It's not healthy. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released. Amen. Amen to that, okay? And let's see what we have with the tarot, with this energy, okay? And the tarot deck that I'm using is the African Tarot. It's actually my favorite. So let's see what we have here. We have compassion. There needs to be some inner compassion. Cards are in the way. There needs to be some inner compassion with yourself. So you are probably feeling guilty, or yes, okay, we're not going to say probably. If you are feeling guilty with anything, and I don't know, can you see the cards? Okay, I'm going to put it up higher. Sorry, I was away from the mic. But if you are feeling guilty about anything, you need to practice some inner strength. Inner compassion. Be compassionate to yourself, okay? Next, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is normally passion, creativity, and I don't know if the guilt is holding you back from being creative. I'm not sure if you're even off spirituality, because this card can also represent spirituality. It can represent your passion, and it's the Knight of Wands. So it's very energetic and very strong energy, very courageous. And when you feel guilty, you're lacking all of that. You're lacking passion. You're lacking your drive, which is the same as passion, but your courage. You're lacking, and this energy also causes you to cause conflict. Okay, and you're also lacking spirituality. When you have guilt, when you're feeling guilty, you're lacking that. Okay, so let's see what else we have. And we have, the Three of Cups in reverse. And normally in the upright, the Three of Cups is about friendship and hanging out, usually like with girlfriends, but they could be guys, but friendship. And this energy is saying that this guilt is causing harm with your friendship. Okay, I don't know if you're a fire sign, if you're a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, that could be involving that too. But you're not your true self. You're off your game. You're off your negative light. It's all lack of. Okay. Okay, so now let's get on adversity. Okay. Okay, and let me pull it up. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I love that. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for that. No one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Okay, confidence comes to those who have success in conquering adversity. Again, confidence comes to those who are successful in conquering adversity. And then the next hurdle won't be so daunting. The next hurdle won't be so scary. It'll be fine because you already achieved one hurdle. You already jumped over one hurdle. Now you're ready for the next. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family as well. You're not alone during a time of challenge, okay? You don't need to seek solitude all the time. I'm going to scoot this up here. If you need help, others are waiting for you to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than give. So sometimes adversity causes us to ask for help. And sometimes we feel we have too much pride to ask for help. We're too scared to ask for help. We think people don't want to help us, but that's unnatural. Humankind is about compassion and love. We love to help each other. We love to relate to each other. So if you're going through something, first of all, it's normal. It's life. Life is about ups and downs and cycles. So this is normal life. That's first of all. Second of all, it's going to make you a better person. Whatever this challenge is in life is going to make you a better person. Third of all, not only are you going to be better for this adversity, for this challenge, but it's teaching you to reach out to others, okay? And now it's not the time to be the giver, but the receiver, okay? Let's pull some tarot on this and see what else we have for this reading. Ooh, we have the Page of Swords. This is someone who's very communicative. This is also a young person who is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? So, but they are communicative and they're going to talk. They're going to use their logic when it comes to adversity. Very intelligent energy, very young, just starting. So very excited about being communicative, very excited about using their logic and clarity. Okay. The clouds are behind you with this energy. So it's not affecting you. You're able to have clarity. And when you have adversity, there will be clarity. Let's see what we have next. Ooh, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is someone who is in a negative mindset right now. So you think the adversity is making you the victim. It's someone who is self-victimizing. Someone who says, I can't get out of this. I am the victim. Woe is me. And the waters are very runny. This is also swords. So this is very logic and clarity. Now you are blindfolded. So the truth is that you're not really seeing what's going on. Okay, what you think you see is not really the truth. You need to use the swords for clarity, and the emotions are very high because what you think you see is not even the truth. You're truly enlightened, but you're blindfolded right now. So when there's adversity, you need to not play the victim. You need to not say, woe is me, I can't do this, I can't achieve. Ooh, then we have the Lovers. Through adversity, there is lovers, there's balance, there's great choices, there's alignment. Values are aligned when you go through challenges in life. It's very positive, even though it may seem negative, but this challenge in life that you are currently going through or will be going through is going to be the betterment of you. It's going to cause a better alignment with your true values. Okay. Now we're on to trust. And I love these colors because this gets more spiritual. The chakras are getting higher. We're getting higher, closer to God, closer to the divine when we're dealing with this color here. So now let's talk about trust. And I'm going to read what it says. First let me read what the card says, actually. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Listen to your inner voice. Use your intuition. I love that the purple and purple here are touching, the violet. The earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through these murky waters. And what is that tool? Your intuition. And this is the color too. It's closer to the third eye, the crown chakra. Yes. You must learn to tell the difference between your ego talk and your self-talk, and then trust your soul. So is it your ego talking or is it your soul talking? Some people think the devil versus the angel. Which one is talking? Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice that discernment externally. So when you start using your intuition more and more, you will start to trust yourself and use proper discernment, proper understanding when it comes to life. You will be able to know if a person or a situation is trustworthy, but it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle, and when you determine that it is always right, the wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will never seem easier. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants you at your best, and you must learn to trust your inner soul and your inner voice. I mean, I don't even need to pull tarot cards for that, but we will. We're going to pull some cards and see what else the universe is trying to tell us. God is trying to tell us. So once you start to use your inner voice, your intuition, listen to your soul, there's going to be opportunities handed to you. And we're not just talking financial, but resources, physical resources, a job, a home, physical health, good health. Once you start, I don't know if my hand is in the way, but once you start doing that, God is going to come and give you the things that you need. That's a positive reading. Next, we have the moon. The moon represents the fear, also represents intuition. So someone who is close to their emotions, and then there's fear at night because the moon represents fear, because it's dark and you need to go to the light to to see the darkness. There is like a transformation at night. It's also very deep. It's not surface energy. It's very internal energy. Hence, intuition is all internal. The moon also represents your mom, right? So using your intuition when it comes to women and your mom, that energy, and also not having fear, facing your fears, using your intuition, facing your darkness so you can have the great transformation that you need to have. That all happens. And this is not Pluto. When I think of the moon, I just think of when you start to address your fears, there's transformation that happens. It's very spiritual energy as well. Very intuition is used at night. And then here you have the water, which deals with emotion. And then there's some fear that's going to come, but they're looking to the moon, looking into feminine energy. Feminine energy is strong with the moon, using your emotions and maybe even calming that emotions too when it's dealing with your intuition and yourself. Okay, I hope that made sense. Sorry, sometimes I get educational when talking about tarot. Ooh, look, all these things will be available for you. Okay, yes, I was trying to see if you can see it, but all these things will be available. So not only when you will have opportunities of resources, physical resources, but you will also have the passion and the drive and the courage and spirituality, which I was talking here, will start happening when using your intuition. God will start giving you the tools that you already have. You will start seeing them coming, running towards you, actually. Okay, so lastly, for your reading, you guys, group 1, we have empathy. And here I am back at my book, if you guys can hear it. Okay. Oops, okay. So we have empathy, and this is going to be saved. So if you're catching this live and you want to rewatch this, I am going to upload this. And yes, okay. So we have empathy. You don't truly understand others' motivations if you haven't lived their lives and seen the world through their eyes. It is so easy to judge another person's behavior matched up against your own and label it as right or wrong. Okay, there's judgment when you're judging someone who's right, and there's judgment even when you're judging them wrong. Okay, but you're missing an important part of the equation: the other person's history and the other person's past. So when you're using judgment, you're just using a blank slate. You're just going this flat surface. You're not thinking linear. You're not thinking in the past. You're not thinking of their history, their culture, their family, their background, what they are in for in the future. And that's when you need to practice empathy. We are all sparks of the divine. Okay, my God is your God. He created you and me with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we can all exert our free will. Some of us have lost our way amongst the path of love, and it is a human reaction to judge others. And judgment, can I say, is created for safety reasons. Okay, so we're using judgment, which is great. I'm sorry, hold on. Getting my water, sorry. We're using judgment, which is great to see, are we safe here? Is this environment safe? However, it's not okay to judge people when they're just doing something simple, like getting out their car, And it is a human reaction to judge others before examining their journey and through their eyes and without compassion. But you need to practice it with compassion. Listen to them, get to know them. Your job is not to judge. Your job is to love and understand. It's all about compassion, right? There's two things, fear and compassion. That's it. Those are the two main things. So when you're judging and you're scared and you're operating off of fear, that's not operating off of compassion. Okay? Let's see what the cards have to say. Group 1. We have the Death card, which represents transformation. So when you're practicing empathy, it will either transform you, transform the situation, change the situation, or you will be with the Judgment, transformation will happen. Okay? This is very positive because I love a transformation. Okay? Very positive energy. And yes, transformation will happen. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Ooh, the Tower in reverse. So the Tower in upright means there's chaos and there's an abrupt change, and the structure you were depending on the structure and it crashed. But when you practice empathy, not only will this transformation happen, but you will be able to rely on people, rely on things. You will be able to depend on structure. And what is the structure that you're depending on? It's really love. Okay? You're depending on love. You can always depend on that. It's always safe. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is someone who starts to be responsible, pay attention to details. They're great listeners as well. They're very grounded energy. Very young, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, and or Taurus, and that is the energy. And when I'm saying these astrology signs, it could be in your chart, it could be a placement in your chart, or it could be one of the signs, not all. You don't have to just be a sun earth sign. Okay, so let me pull lastly. I hope this makes sense. Okay, we have the guilt, we have, what is this one again? Changes and challenges in life. Okay, and then we have our intuition, trust, and lastly, empathy. This is what God wanted you to know. I'm going to pull a few more cards and yes, okay. I choose love no matter what. Okay, that is amazing because yes, compassion over fear. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the love. When it comes to intuition, use your love, use your right-minded thinking. Lastly, group 1, I am a spirit having a human experience. Wow, and it's touching the avatar, the challenges, adversity, and guilt. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. Okay, that is your reading, group 1. I do a free reading once a month. Click the link in the bio. You can ask any questions that you want. It's as detailed as this or more detailed. And I also do astrology. I'm an astrologer, and you can do a natal chart reading as well. So join that raffle. The link is in the bio. Will be in the bio if it's not now. And yes, I see you guys next time. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, hit the bell button. All of that is free, and it helps me out. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye, group 1. Okay, so I'm getting ready for group 2. If you guys were group 2, the reading is going to be for you. I'm just clearing, this is live, so I'm clearing the deck. I'm clearing the space for your reading, and we're going to get to it. Okay. Hold on one second. Getting your deck. Okay. Yes. Okay. So that is now you, and your deck is the Divine Energy Oracle. And of course we had the Pyrite, but I'm going to cleanse the energy before we start. Also, let me mix. I want to shuffle the cards first because we're going to pull some tarot. And I want to shuffle it before we get to the next one. Sorry. Okay. Why am I apologizing? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So let me cleanse the energy and we will get started. Hello, group 2. This is your reading. Again, we have the Divine Energy Oracle with the Pyrite Crystal. I'm going to cleanse the energy to start this reading. Yes, if you are joining us live, welcome. And you are meant to have this reading. This is about a transformative message for you, okay? And this is group 2. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to lay the cards out first. Ooh, group 2. Okay, so the first card we have is Make No Judgments. I'm going to read what the oracle, what the book has to say, if you hear me. I'm hoping that it's in alphabetical order. I actually never read this book. Okay, because it seems self-explanatory. But we are going to do it for you guys, okay? And then we're going to pull tarot. So the first card, again, we have is Make No Judgments. Are you struggling with a person whom you don't agree with? Are you feeling threatened or annoyed by unsettling behaviors of someone near you? Are you struggling with an individual who you feel might be less enlightened than you? Okay, now. Your soul is alerting you to review your relationship in a more neutral light. Your divine energy is calling you to refrain from judging others. Don't perceive another as wrong simply because they don't share the same point of view as you. Allow for differences without making this a battle. It makes me think of political things, religion. You know, when was it okay to talk about politics? You know, I'm older and I'm 43 years old. It wasn't allowed to talk about politics because we don't agree all of the time, and that's okay. It does not make the person lovable. Okay? Allow your differences without making this a battle. Your divine invitation is, are you ready, group 2? Open your mind and heart and understand that each person has their own path, but ultimately all roads lead to Rome. God created you like God created me. Okay? Everyone has the same God. Stop viewing the world through the subjective lens of right and wrong. I love that. That should be, okay, tweet that. And don't attempt to force your views upon others. Listen to your higher self while at the same time respectfully allowing others to do the same. Who knows? You might even learn something. That is okay. I love that. Let's pull some tarot cards to go along with that energy. And group 2, if you weren't here earlier, I am using the African Tarot. So we have, makes sense. We have the 3 of Pentacles. So when it comes to not making judgments, you'll be able to collaborate, work with others. There's teamwork. You're going to be able to see what everyone brings to the table. Seems like common sense, but maybe it's something you're going through with right now. And, you know, it's really hard because we're all human and we all judge and we all, it's natural to judge because judgment gives you the ability to acknowledge if you are currently in a safe situation. Okay. However, when judgment goes too far, when it's not out of love and compassion, to have it come and go, to have it stay and just really put that on someone just based on their looks or based on their smell or based on their clothing or based on their environment, that's when we have problems. But when you're stopping, when you stop making judgments, you're able to collaborate with others, work with others, learn from others. People bring different things to the table. Next, we have the 8 of Cups. This is someone who is walking away from what no longer serves them. So are your judgments? You need to walk away from them. They no longer serve you. The negative judgments, no longer serve you. Also, too, there could be positive judgments. Okay, so you can think someone is way more successful and be intimidated by them, all because of what is in your head, the judgment that is in your head. Then we have the magician. The magician is all about action and manifesting and using the tools that they have to acquire the things that they want. And when you are not judging others, this energy will happen. You'll be able to use all of the resources God has given you. You'll be able to use your logic, clarity, communication. You'll be more grounded, pay attention to details. Yes, all this comes with not judging others, okay? There is compassion as well, which I've mentioned several times, but you'll be able to balance your emotions. You will be emotionally intelligent as well, and then you'll be passionate and creative, and spirituality will enhance as well. Okay, so next we have address your addictions. Now let me lift this up. Address your addictions. Let's see what the cards have to say. And this book is very interesting because the cards are not in alphabetical order. So I have to look at the index, the contents. Hold on one second. Let's see where this is. So interesting. Are there numbers on it? No. There's no numbers. Okay, address. I mean, I can say this without even reading it, but okay, let me just say without even reading it. Okay, you want to work on your shadow self. You want to bring all the all the nasty stuff out. Anything that's held in a closet is baggage and it gets heavy. And you think that you're hiding these things, these addictions, and addictions are food. Addictions are sex. Addictions are watching too much TV. Addictions are hanging out with a negative crowd, being a codependent. Okay, there are so many addictions that you need to address. If you don't address it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you won't even know it. You think that, first of all, because I'm so good at this. Okay, first of all, and I was discussing this with a friend earlier today, but addictions do not happen overnight. It gradually happens. If you are ignoring it, that is lack of self-love. Do you love yourself? Then you will address your addictions. If you are here, if this is resonating with you, if you are like, oh my gosh, my mouth is wide open, she's talking to me, address your addictions. What are your addictions? It is like the song Erykah Badu, Bag Lady. You have all that weight, and you think that that future man or that future job or that future friend doesn't see that weight, that baggage that you are carrying, which is the baggage of addictions, because it comes out in all crazy ways. Okay, because let's say yesterday you fed that itch, you did your addiction, whatever that is, the food. The fact that every time you you get into an argument with your friend, you vent to another friend. Whatever the addictive behavior is, let's say you fed it yesterday. Now today you can't feed it. You think people are not aware of the energy and how that affects you? Okay, let's talk about it. It's time to acknowledge the addictive patterns and behaviors that are stealing your light. Is it drug? Is it food? Is it shopping? Is it alcohol? Is it overspending, overworking, gambling, worrying? Okay. How about this one? Gossiping. Okay. What about an addiction to negative emotions such as misery, disappointment, fear, victimizing? That is what you get when you are not addressing your addictions. Your divine energy is calling you to address your addictions so you can live a free and unlimited spiritual being. So you can be the spiritual being that you are. We are all prey to addictive negative behaviors because naturally we are lazy. Okay? Naturally you want to do the easy way out, and then certain things starts to be addictive because you want to form this easiest way out. Okay, but the price we pay to leave them unchecked is the loss of peace in our spirit and a loss of authentic connection with others. Because when you have addictions that you're not addressing, you're keeping secrets. Okay? It is time to recognize these costly indulgences and have the courage and discipline to become free of them once and for all. Pray for help from the higher self. Wake up from denial and identify your addictions. They are robbing you of your creativity, connection, and peace, and must be conquered now. Your soul is asking you to enter the discomfort because it is uncomfortable. But that's okay because the transformation is positive, okay? So address it. Break free from these addictions, these self-undoing behaviors in order to live a more conscious, creative state of being. Pray for the universe to help you, and then seek and accept help in every way possible. You either can live in joy with unlimited creative power, or you can just be addicted and lacking, negative, just lacking love, living in fear. Okay? Just being in a negative environment. Okay? 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 Let's pull some tarot to go with this. And let's see what we have here, group 2. Ooh, we have the Empress. So this is, if you're addicted to laziness, okay, this is all about self-care and practicing femininity energy, but really practicing self-care. So if you're addicted to not taking care of yourself, this is what God's like, no, it's time to change that addiction. If you are addicted to not having confidence and being negative, God is saying, no, you are divine feminine energy. Okay. Also, this could represent childbirth. So if your addictions if you address your addictions, then if you are trying to have child, God is saying that will be coming as well. Also represents beauty. So you know. Okay. So address your addictions so you can be beautiful inside and out. Next, we have, so when you have addictions and you need to address them, they are going to hurt. Physically hurt your body. You're going to feel burden. You're going to feel lack of clarity because you're used to doing something a certain way. You're used to having this addiction and relying on this addiction, but this is the end of the journey because that's a 10. Starting a new journey, okay? It looks like it hurts. Words hurt. I'm out of clarity. I can't think right. All of this is stabbing me in my back. I need clarity. There's emotions here. I don't know what to do. You address the addictions, that journey will end. Okay? And then what else do we have? Ooh, the Queen of Swords. So you leave this addiction, you transform, you start to have some self-love, use your feminine energy. I don't care if you are a male, you can have feminine energy, okay? And you become the Queen of Swords. You become more logical, intelligent, communicative. People come to you for advice. The clouds are behind her because there is clarity here. There's no gossiping. This person is intelligent. They read books. All that energy is what you want to be. You want to be the queen on the throne. Okay? Now, we have Face Your Adversities, group 2. Let me see. We're back to the index, to the contents. And let me see. Okay, I think we're getting this one faster. Okay, so first of all, without even reading what the book has to say, I just want to tell you, facing your adversities is very important. Life is about challenges. Each time you face an obstacle, you become more successful. You become a better person. You gain more courage for the next adversity, for the next door that's shut. You learn how to open that door. You learn how to produce keys to open the door of success. Okay, so adversity is important for everyone. Challenges are important for everyone. Change is important for everyone. It helps us develop and become a better person. So are you remaining passive in the face of people or circumstances that morally, ethically, or even physically offend or disrespect you? Are you wondering whether to speak up or remain silent to avoid serious confrontation? Ooh, no, I don't like that energy. This is a powerful juncture in your soul's development. Where are you being asked to commit to your values? Turn page. And let others know what is not acceptable in what is not acceptable to you in the most loving way possible. Speak up, have courage, use your voice, use it with compassion though. Your intention should be out of love of you and out of love self and others, okay? Your divine energy is calling you to step away from disturbing or threatening situations, but still respond to the violations at hand with the blend of heart and mind. Is there just reason to take offense, or are there interpreting things in the wrong way? Ask your higher self for clarity. Meditate, pray, journal. Those things help bring clarity, okay? Your divine invitation. Be as objective as possible when interpreting perceived violations. I love that. Perceived violations. And use neutral and wise outside counsel. Don't ask a friend who's negative. Okay, ask a friend who is non-biased. Ask a friend who has some logic and sense. Okay, ask someone who represents the Queen of Swords. Okay, lay the facts out and study them and talk it over with a trusted, qualified friend as you look for unconscious patterns, both in your adversary, someone who you are not getting along with, and yourself. What are the patterns? Does this person constantly do this thing? Is this place constantly giving you negative energy, or is it you? Okay? Don't always blame the person. Don't be the victim. Okay? Seek to understand opposition's needs and motives, but also strive for clarity about your own desires and reasoning as you work to avoid judgment and self-righteousness. In other words, listen to your heart, but respond with a cool head. That is something we all can learn from. And then also, too, I just want to say, when I was reading that, something came into my head that I wanted to say. Gosh, I can't. Oh, gosh, I should have said it. I should have just blurted it out. Okay. But anyway, oh, come to me, especially when I pull the cards. But when you, oh, here we go. It came. Also, too, when you are having conflict of any sorts with anyone, right? Always, to me, there is always a lesson. What does God want me to learn from this conflict? How can I be a better from this conflict? How can I prevent this from happening again? What is the lesson here? Okay, that is what I want to say. Let's do some tarot and see what we have. Group 2. Also, to click the link in the bio if you want a free reading. I do a detail reading, and I do that once a month. You can join that raffle, and also thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell. That's free, and it helps me out as well. Here we go. We have the Hierophant. Ooh, so when you are trying to address some obstacles in your life, there is some traditions you can do. This also represents spirituality, consulting a spiritual leader. Okay, if you're thinking like, who is the non-biased person? Maybe it's a spiritual leader, a preacher, someone. It doesn't have to be a religious leader, a spiritual leader. Okay. Also, you can go back to your traditional beliefs, your religion. What were you brought up as? What is the culture that you practice? Go back to that when you're dealing with adversities in life. Okay. Then we have, the Four of Wands. So with adversities, depend on your community, depend on your marriage, depend on your structure, depend on your family, depend on your home, okay? They are there to also help you. Look at all this support you have. Wow. And then 2, when you're going through adversities, it's all about receiving. It's all about reaching out to others for help, okay? Because people are naturally They are naturally compassionate and they want to help out with you. And then there is growth and movement. Once you depend on these structures, once you work on how to handle adversities, then there will be move, expansion, growth, and travel. Okay, moving forward, progression. Okay, lastly, group 2, we have speak up. Oh, wait, did I see it? Did I just, no. Okay, back to the table of contents. Okay, and it says speak up. I'm looking for it. Of course, too, and I want to say on my own, I want to, wait, I can't multitask. Okay, so without even reading, okay, group 2, speak up. This helps. I am Mercury and Leo. So I'm all about speaking up. You want to use your voice. You don't want to stack. You don't want to hold that voice back, whatever it is. You want to work out of bravery. You want to have the fire lit within you, because once you speak up, and some people don't know how to say no. I learned how to say no a long time ago. Saying no, setting boundaries is so helpful for you. That is self-care. That is self-love. And it's not in a hateful way. But it is out of, let me set these boundaries. Let me say no. Let me say, I don't like that. And you will be surprised how many people agree with you. They just needed that leader to step up. And trust me, I'm very well experienced it with my Mercury and Leo, okay? People think I am the leader when I'm not even leading, okay? So, but I am speaking up is very important. Also, too, when you don't speak up, you get physically sick. You start to have a sore throat. And be aware of that. When you have a sore throat, be aware of, is it because I didn't speak up about something? Because that's that throat chakra. Okay, so let's read what the book has to say. Is there a divide between how you show yourself to the world and who you really are? In what areas are you hiding your true self? Your soul is turning up the inner pressure to stop hiding and honestly reveal yourself and how you genuinely feel. Okay, and I see Libras when I'm reading this, because Libras like to just, what does the community want? I'll settle. I don't have to do what I know. Speak up. Your divine energy is calling you to be authentic in your communication, not to be harmful. Okay, still, in your intentions are out of love, but still be authentic. Okay, as this will open you to true intimacy. Don't believe you are convincing anyone with the false appearances, because people can see it, especially the Scorpios and the Cancers in the room. They can detect when you are lying. Okay, and that doesn't go with Cancers and Scorpio suns. They can be moons and Mercuries and Mars. So pay attention. No. So be aware, to be honest, because people can feel it, and just without you even, the energy, they feel the energy. In the same vein, do not trust the false appearances of others. Okay? Okay, so let me repeat that. Believe you are convincing anyone with your false appearances. People don't fall for that. In the same vein, do not trust the false appearances of others. Your divine invitation, express your emotions rather than stuffing them with intellectual control. That is also being logical, okay? Don't just go off of your passions, because then that turns into aggression a lot of times if you can't balance your passion. Recognize the difference between new feelings that provide valuable insight and information for creating direct and open communication, and old defensive patterns that cut off communication. Stop the battle between your head and heart and allow your ego to step aside. And that's what I was saying, like with the fire, okay? Studying astrology and tarot, you start to see the amazing gifts of passion, and then you see the negative sides. Every characteristics, the yin and yang, there is a positive energy and a negative energy, right? So yes, you want to have the heart to stand up and have the courage, but then when it gets too dark, then it becomes aggressive and assertive and not even listening. You're not even listening. You're no longer listening to the person you're addressing. So speak up, but have compassion and balance and still listen. Okay. Trust the positive relationships with others are beckoning you to open up. The more real you are, the more real other people will be. And that's so true. Okay. Share your feelings openly and kindly, and don't edit or water down your truth in any way. Okay, like the sun shines every day, a flower blooms every day. When you walk past a flower, does it just dim itself? Does it just wilter away? No. When you come outside, does the sun? Oh my gosh, that was in my ear. Did that affect the live? Okay, no. It didn't. Okay, so I can keep going. Sorry. I had a phone call. Anyway, others won't want to know you. This will build bridges in important ways. So be authentic to yourself, be your true self. That is what this card is saying. Be honest to who you really are. And let's see what else we have. And like I have a Libra IC, and when I go out, I'm sorry if sometimes astrology just comes out, but in the public, when dealing with certain groups, not certain groups, but dealing with a big group in public, I start to not really speak up. That changed, okay? In 2022, okay, I learned. I decided to speak up. Be the King of Cups. Practice compassion when speaking up, when starting to be yourself. You could be emotional, but it's very positive because it's the King. So practice compassion. Also, you want to be grounded, okay? You want to be practical when being yourself. And this could be a water sign, Cancer, who's older, someone who's a Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And then you have the earth energy, which is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Okay. So, but one is older than the other. But this energy is about being emotionally intelligent, practicing, balancing your emotions, and then also being being practical, taking your time, and not just being emotional. Okay. So, lastly, oh my gosh, it's all three. We have three. We're only missing a fire. So what it's saying is to embody the three elements. There's one more, but when you're speaking up, you want to work on being compassionate and loving and balancing your emotions. You want to be emotionally intelligent because that's the king. Then you want to have the energy of being grounded, okay? Being grounded, take your time, listen. Then you have the Knight of Swords. This is kind of fast, but they're able to communicate very well, okay? So group 2, oh my gosh, I had 3 things. I got to move faster. Okay, so let me see what time it is. Sorry. Okay, so my capacity to tune in to the energies of love. Give me the words I need when I am ready to speak up. The compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Oh my gosh. Speak up is in there. Okay. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Look at that. And what was this one? Adversities. And what is this one? Is this one trusting yourself? Sorry, you guys. Address your addictions. When I'm connected to the joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So come out of joy, come out with love. And lastly, group 2, my vibe, speak louder than my words. Okay, people can sense your energy and go out of love with that energy, you guys. And I hope you enjoyed the reading. I got a lot out of it, and it is not even my reading, but I do get a lot of all the readings, and I hope you did too. So don't forget to thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you like me doing a live, let me know. So that's it, group 2. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so now I'm going to do group 3, and I'm clearing a deck. This is a live video, so you can see me do all of this. Here, I am going to also shuffle the deck, so let me put these cards away. That was a great reading, by the way. I really enjoyed it. Okay. I'm putting the decks away in the back here. Okay, don't want to confuse anything. And Getting ready for the next deck here for group 3. Okay, so before I get into the reading, I'm going to shuffle the cards. If you are here live with us, I just want you to know I'm doing live readings that are about transformation messages that are transformative for you. And I'm shuffling cards in the background here and cleansing the area at the same time. I also want to take a sip of water. Okay, so let me do that as I prepare myself. Hold on. I had some incense going. My candles are on. Wow. How do people do radio and just talk the whole time without drinking? They must go, oh, they go to a commercial. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Let me see. Yes. Let me make sure. Okay, group 3, I'm going to cleanse. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading, and this is a live video. So welcome to your live reading. There are no cutting of anything. You will get it all here. And this is Work Your Light Oracle, and we have the rose quartz as well. I'm going to start with cleansing the energy. Yes, I love that. We set the tone, and it really sets the tone and clears the energy. So let's see what your transformative messages are for you. I actually love this deck, by the way, group 3. And let's see what we have. So I'm going to place them and then we'll discuss them. Okay, so first card, group 3, is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Face your true north. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. If you hear my book in the background. Hold on one second. I'm trying to find the page. What is it? You're already... I'm reading this out of the book. I really love this guidebook. And the only problem is that nothing is, it's not in alphabetical order. It's broken down into different areas. Okay, you're already doing it. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, I see. Sorry. Here we go. This is going to be good. It is worth the wait. Okay. So group 3. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Don't question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. Thinking it. It's happening. And you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Don't rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is not the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What are you building? What you are building is being built. Amen. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. And it's such a beautiful card too. There is the colors of pink, which is love, and then there's blues, and I see a little touch of purple. To me, it's all positive colors. You've come a long way. The foundations are steady. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward, which is about having faith. Okay? It is if a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Again, if a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is your ego comparing your rising to someone else's. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane, water your own garden, knowing that the time to bloom will come. Oh my gosh, that is a lesson. Okay, teach. That is a lesson. I love it. Let's pull some oracles. And it's all about having faith. Ooh, look at this. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot is all about movement and going forward and action. And yes, I am moving ahead. I am moving forward. And they practice willpower as well. But yes, moving forward, going ahead. Don't look back. There's some decisions here, but guess what? God will lead the way. Keep going. Okay, very enlightened energy, very positive. If you are doing, oh, look, I mean, and these two, let me just say, it's a major arcana. So it really wants you to listen here. Okay, it's for your transformative message is that you need to go forward. You need to have action, manifest what you want. God has given you the tools. Do not worry. Have faith. You can do it. That's what these both cards are saying. Go forward. It's okay. Don't worry about the speed because you got it. And it seems like this is moving fast. Oh my gosh. Very passionate, creative, going to achieve it. There is courage here. Okay, I don't know what you are thinking of doing. I don't know what you are creating. I don't know what you are passionate about. I'm not sure, but God is saying it's going to happen. Have faith. It is very positive, okay? There is passion, there is courage, there is creativity, there is drive here. Very amazing energy. Also can represent an Aries, Sagittarius, a Leo, that energy, okay? And if you're not that, embody it because they have the drive to do it. Aries is going to get it started. Sagittarius is like, I'm here for it. I'm with faith. Sagittarius energy is all about faith. And Leo has the courage. They have the passion. Okay, so next message. And I'm sorry if you hear some noise. My window is actually open. Next one is, where are you being called to journey to? Look at this. Let's see if this connects. And there's a lot of water, which deals with emotions. There's low clouds, so there's clarity here too as well. And it's also very rose quartz energy. So let me see what we have here. Going back to my table of contents. If you can hear the book being turned here. Okay, so let's see. This is a Celtic word, and it means journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pull this card, you are either being called on a soul's journey or already on one. It could be a physical, ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it's a journey to the world's sacred sites. So I'm not sure, and I would think like, I don't know why the Grand Canyon comes to my head, but it does. Are called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on a desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimage, traveling in your future. If a physical voyage is not possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book, watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you are being called to study ancient lineage or body work. Whatever the circumstances are, your soul is ready to journey deep. Oh, deep, because that is the water. And the water in the ocean does represent, it's deeper than what it is. It's not surface level, it's deep. So this is not just, oh, let's just go on a journey. Let me take a trip to Paris. No, this transformation, this journey is going to be transformative. Hence the title of this video. But this is a deeper journey. So this could be a spiritual journey. It doesn't have to be physical. And let's see what the tarot has to say. Ooh, and then we have the moon. So this is an intuitive energy. Listen to your intuitions. What are your dreams telling you? There's also water involved here. Very intuitive. And the moon is the leader, the ruler of Cancer as well. This also represents Pisces, which is all about your dreams and intuition. And whatever the fears are, address the fears when going through this journey. Let's see what else we have. Page of Pentacles. So this is someone who we want to be grounded. Pay attention to the details. Is it someone who has, like, they're just now starting on their coin? Someone who's starting to learn? Someone who's starting to create their skills and develop their skills? Is that the journey that you are meant to go on? And also too, I'm sorry if you hear me shuffling the cards, but also too, this is the energy of a young Capricorn, young Taurus, or young Virgo. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, the star. The star represents Aquarius, and it represents having faith. It represents spirituality, but most importantly, it represents faith. Trust that God will have you during the spiritual journey. And I wonder if the spiritual journey is going to bring you the start of learning something and working on a skill of some sort. But it's a grounded skill that brings physical resources. Okay, so next for your transformative message, you have go first, the universe will catch up. It's a common theme is faith. That is the common message here. And let me look it up. Again, leap is all about having faith and trusting the universe and believe that the universe will have your back no matter what. And God does have our back no matter what. Okay, so let's get to reading. Life bends for courageous. For the courageous. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap. To throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap towards. This is all about a journey or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or an instruction manual or permission to do so first. For this is you. Then the card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It is scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new. And change is scary. But life is all about change. And it is normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure, because we love being comfortable. But we have to get out of those comfort zones in order to achieve success. But this is an unavoidable process for you to rise. And right now, this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what was once so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches left bare without the comfort that it once was. But in the morn of spring, and what's coming up, spring? New shoots begin to appear and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. You go first. Take the run up and leap. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Group 3 for you. Ooh, start the new journey. The Fool, there's infinite possibilities. Start your new journey. Be naive, ask questions, take a leap of faith, and start this journey. God has given you all the resources that you naturally have, okay, which is your logic. He has in here your logic, the being resourcefulness, being creative, spirituality, compassion, and balancing emotions. God has given you all of that. And then you need to stand your ground, okay? Persevere. There's some wounds that you have, but stay strong, okay? Because this is about to end, whatever it is. To start this new journey, you have to stay strong. The battle will end. Let's see, we have the King of Swords, someone who is very logical, someone who is, this is a king, okay? So you're using your communicative skills. There's clarity into your life when you have this leap of faith, okay? And yes, it's going to bring clarity. This is also an air sign. So someone who is an Aquarius, someone who's a Gemini, and Libra, okay? So this is the energy there, okay? Now we have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Ooh. Where'd it go? Here we go. Let me read this, group 3. The challenges of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open. To open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Whatever is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life we lived is full of losses and tragedies. So I wonder if you lost something, if something hurt you, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep up. Keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold and let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulties, see it as a blessing. Change that mind shift to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, and also try not to be the victim. Not try. You're not the victim, okay? God has created you like he has created me. Know that. People who are successful in life, whoever you think is highly successful, God created them like he's created you. Okay? And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. And it also makes me think of the Chiron, because Chiron is something that you've been hurt by. It's in astrology, right? You've been hurt by this, but you also heal by helping others through your pain and suffering. Okay, now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not be all smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at this transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. Oops. Okay. So let's do some tarot on this. Now, it looks like there's some pain, and the cards are saying that you need to release and let go and work out of love, especially when it comes to your community. Depend on your community, depend on your marriage, depend on your loved ones, depend on your family, depend on your home, okay? Or you need to be open for this. Or when you do release and be open, those things will follow. And then this is someone who is gathering to prepare to leave, to plan to leave. So when you are cracked open, there will be a preparedness to leave home maybe, or leave whatever it is that the community, your foundation, because this is also 4, which represents a structure and a foundation. And maybe you are starting to plan to leave and you need to be more open and release the hurt and pain. And then you'll start being resourceful into preparing for the future, preparing for growth. That is what that energy is about. And also is a 2. And 2 to me always represents you and your relationship with God. The Wands is very spiritual. And then there's self-compassion here. Okay, so practice some inner compassion. This card is falling out, so I'm going to use this here. Ooh, and this one here is saying the 5 is conflict and change, okay? And there was some hurtfulness. Either you were deceitful or someone was deceitful for you. And this is a challenge, and it's a challenge with you logically, and it's challenging your clarity, okay? So practice some self-compassion here. Work on planning for the future. I don't know if you should depend on your family or not, but either if your family is harming you, you're planning to leave, okay? There is going to be some challenges and conflicts, but life is all about conflict. And here, this was a conflict. You need to be open up. And I'm saving this reading too. So you will be able to go back and listen to what I said if you are joining me live. If you're not here live, hello. This is a live video. I'm going to pull a few more cards for your reading. Also, you guys subscribe. I'm shuffling the cards over here on the side. Subscribe to this video. It is free. Also hit the bell and thumbs up if this resonated with you. Okay. Also, if you enjoyed the live reading. Okay. So let's do some more cards here. We have, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Say that out loud. Remember that. Tweet it. Write it down. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And that is the center of your reading. So I don't know if you need to meditate and you need to pray. Well, everyone needs to do that, okay? And then lastly, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So practice love for the universe, because that comes back to you when you work out of compassion. So group 3, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed. And yes, I see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, if you are joining live, I'm about to do one more reading. And this was a pick a card reading. However, if you are here, this means God wanted you to have this reading, okay? This is the last reading. And I'm going to shuffle cards, but I'm going to put these cards away. I'm also saving this video as well, so you can go back and look at it and see if you want to do another reading for a transformative message. But sorry, I'm just mixing the cards and setting up for your reading. I will cleanse the energy as well. Okay, let me just mix the tarot cards, the decks actually, because it's more than just tarot cards in here. Let me shuffle these cards and then we'll get started. Okay, and let me shuffle this last deck. And then, yes, oh. I see we still have the crystal from the last one. Let me put this away. Hello, group 2. Group 2. Hello, group 4. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to cleanse the energy. Perfect. Yes. Okay. So this is the last reading. I'm happy that you guys are here and happy that you chose this. I'm actually excited about this crystal. I love this crystal, and it is the tiger's eye, and amazing energy. We discussed that earlier in a video. And the deck that you are using is the Wild Muse Oracle deck. Okay. So let's get started with your reading, group 4. Every step counts, and then that's 22, which is 2 is about it. I'm sorry, I just lost thought. I'm sorry, but I represent 2 as you and your relationship with God. Okay. And then it also equals 4, which it brings stability and foundation. So every step counts. So your relationship with God, your spirituality, you being in tune with not just yourself, but God and the universe and the abundance that God has created will bring foundation. But we're going to get more into details with these cards. And actually, you know what? I'm going to, before I explain each card, I'm actually going to lay them out to see your reading as a whole. Okay, group 4. Let me see. Okay, so we have every step counts. And I, in every reading, have been reading the books for the oracles. So I'll do that for this one. I pretty much know this oracle deck, but I will add on, but I just want to say every step counts. So like each seed you plant every day matters. Each thing that you need to do to achieve a goal. And it also makes me think of the book I read, Atomic Habits. And he says, every day just start off just doing 2 minutes. And then that starts to fold out into an hour the more you do it. And trust me, that is so true, because I started off saying, oh, I'm going to work out and I'm just going to start off with just doing yoga. Yoga turned into full on every day. I have a full workout schedule and I've lost 20 pounds from doing this. And it does take the first step, first of all, to do, and then just saying, okay, today, and starting a habit, by the way, is you don't want to start this amazing habit that you think that is hard to achieve. Start off small, because that does equal to a full out successful goal achieved, if that makes sense. Okay, so every step counts. Let's read what we have. When you're moving forward at a more sluggish space, sorry about that, group. When you are moving forward at a more sluggish pace than you are expected or set out for yourself. When you are moving forward at a more sluggish pace than you are expected or set out for yourself, feelings of guilt and shame can begin to creep in. Why haven't I been able to reach my financial targets? Why haven't I found the love of my life? Why are things, when will things be the way I envision them to be? The baby steps begin to get on your nerves. You want lunges, sprints, and leaps forward. Understandable. Okay? But have you ever thought that seemingly minor steps you've taken might have more significant effect than expected? In those moments where everything slows down, you are truly able to grow as a person. Makes me think of earth energy. In difficult times, you learn to cope with any situations. Build the type of self-confidence that allows confidence that can last a lifetime. Trust that every step you take can add up to equivalent of having climbed a mountain of stairs. Okay? The most important part is to keep going and keep celebrating. Be consistent. Consistency is more important than anything. It makes me think of YouTube. Everyone says just be consistent. And I'm sure that's why other people are more successful than others. Let's pull some tarot cards we have with this. Ooh, when it comes to every step, when you keep climbing those stairs, then you're going to be very content. You're going to be happy when you get to the top, okay? And then that's a 9. It's going to be abundant. It's also make a wish as well, too. But it's very positive energy. And then you are someone who is bringing action, okay? Someone who is going to achieve the things that they want to get. And use all the gifts that God has given you. Use all the tools that God has given you, because that's what the magician does. The magician's like, okay, I have the wands. I have all the elements, the fire, earth, air, and water, to achieve my goals. And God has given that to us all naturally, okay? And then we have, with this energy, oops, why is the cards, I guess God wants both of these cards here. we have the Page of Cups, someone who's starting to emotionally develop when you, and it's 2 cups here. So someone who's starting to emotionally develop when you keep climbing this mountain. And then too, this looks like it was in reverse. So it says not to rest. Okay. Do not stop. Do not rest. Keep moving forward. This in the upright is about resting and stopping. This one is like, no, do not rest. Okay. Get out of bed. Whatever it is, do not let it go. Keep moving forward. Next, we have the Queen of Everything. Let's see what she has to say. It's such a beautiful card. I am about to pick it up. Feeling like you are the queen of everything is a feeling similar to pure glee. The world is your oyster at this time, and new ideas and ventures can flourish and blossom with growing confidence. Remember to remain humble at the same time. Words of wisdom shared with you will help you become even more successful, especially in business. Don't be shy to take the lead and push yourself and others forward. That's what an authentic queen energy is all about. Sharing all your success and riches by showing others the light, uplifting those around you, and spreading hope. Be the light you have always meant to be. So you are the queen of everything. And this is a 3, and this is 3 is all about going and moving. And there needs to be an acknowledgement that you are the queen of everything and that you are here to achieve and you are a natural leader. Let's see what the cards have to say with that energy. You being a natural leader. Queen of everything. Don't let anyone take you off your throne as well, okay? So we have here, ooh, the Hierophant. So Queen of Everything, there is spirituality. Why? I don't know what, okay. Use your spirituality when it comes to being a queen, okay? Connect with the divine. Also seek counsel. You are the queen, but yes, you can listen to spiritual leaders and to going back to traditional ways of doing things as well that will help you stay on your throne. Ooh, King of Wands, be passionate. Use creativity, be creative. And this is also spiritual energy as well. So being a queen of everything. Oh, it's all spiritual. Okay, so it's very spiritual energy. So the queen of everything is about living in your spiritual light and you will be on your throne. That's basically what I'm getting in this reading. Okay, next we have the clutter. Okay, so, and let me just make sure we have every step counts, focus on your spirituality, have faith, and then we have declutter. Also, this could be an Aquarius, okay, energy as well. Someone who's a humanitarian, someone who cares about the world, and social groups are very important. And we have declutter. This is a transformative message for you. Do you need to declutter your space, your mind? Let's see what the book, author of this deck, has to say about that. But it also makes me think of not just decluttering physical space, but decluttering your mind, decluttering the energy and everything around you. Feeling of attachments towards material objects are a misunderstood phenomenon. You don't need to keep something that your mom had. Okay? You need to let it go. It's not about the stuff. The items you get attached to represent feelings and memories. If you didn't have an emotional experience with the material things in life, then throwing them away could be easy. Sometimes there could be feelings of guilt when deciding whether or not to keep something we spent a lot of money on, even though we ended up never using it in a way that it was intended to be used anywhere or just using it, period. We become detached to the story of this item and not really detached to the importance of the item, okay, and how it can enhance your life. Observing your emotions when decluttering your space can reveal much about what you are going through on a deeper level. Okay, it does, because if your place is a mess, you are a mess. If your car is a mess, you are a mess. Okay, if your desk is a mess, you are a mess. If your room is a mess, you are a mess. Okay, see reorganization and tidying your space as a way not only decluttering, but also a way to create a healthy attachment towards material aspects of your life. Okay, let's see what else we have, and this will transform you. Okay, it does. Get into the habit of every day just setting aside 20 minutes every day. Make it a habit to clear up your space. Put things back. Okay. Also, when you're in a rush, when things are put away, you're able to not be stressed out. This is someone who is a young fire sign, someone who is a Leo, someone who is a Sagittarius or Aries. Okay. This is especially for you, or someone who embodies the youngness of being excited and having the drive and passion and creativity. Also, someone who is young in their spiritual journey. Okay. You have to declutter your space. Also, someone who is a water sign who is very older, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and someone who is emotionally intelligent. The person who is highly emotional intelligent, their space is clean. There's no clutter. Okay. And people seek guidance, and then it brings balance into your life. You want to practice moderation with everything. Okay. When you are buying materialistic items, you really need to practice moderation. Do you need it? Is it important? That is what happens here. Okay. Lastly, group 4, we have 51. Oops. Sorry. My T. 51 equals 6, which is about hope, harmony, and relationships. And let me get the book. It's rehabilitation. This is all about healing yourself for better health. And probably when it comes to harmony, there needs to be heal and relationships. Has your body and mind been through a lot of trauma? Do you sometimes feel so heavy that you wonder how are you even supposed to do basic tasks in your everyday life? This is an early sign of needing to make time and space to rehabilitate the mind, body, and spirit. Whether you had a traumatic injury or addicted to a certain behavior or substance or struggling with a mental disorder, healing will take time and space from things that trigger you into these harmful behavior patterns. Sometimes space means booking a trip or going to another country, cutting ties to someone with negative energy. Okay, but you need to rehabilitate, which is about taking time out for your health. Okay, look for inspiration in animals and nature to help guide you. Most importantly, follow your intuition on this journey. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. Oops. Ooh, once you start to rehabilitate, God will start to give you resources. You will start to see a new job opportunity, a new home, a new place to stay, a new health also is with this energy. Okay. Ooh, then you are the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who cares about their health, someone who takes their time, pays attention to the details, someone who is consistent. And it makes me think that this is a health thing. So you need to take time and heal yourself. Okay. And it seems like it's physical energy. Also, too, this is okay. So there's conflicts emotionally here, right? This is the energy of grief, lost, and you need to rehabilitate with this energy. It will provide you with structure, ground you once you start to rehabilitate. But this is a very emotional conflict and change situation, and it is grief or loss. Okay. Also, this energy is someone who looks at the negative and not the positive. Okay. The positive is behind you. God has given you 2 cups and you're sitting here, well, but I lost 3. You're not grateful for the 2. But when you rehabilitate, that conflict and change will, that conflict and the change will be for the better. Okay, so last few cards here, group 4. I create a mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Love that. Let's see what else the universe wants you to know. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Okay? Use your words in the energy of love. Lastly, there is nothing sexier than authentic truth. Okay? Follow your faith. Use your spirituality. Every step counts. Rehabilitation, clean the clutter out of your life. Stop going to materialistic values, okay, and fix your health. Group 4, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Click the link in the bio For a free reading, I do that once a month. You can join a raffle. That should be down there. Also, give a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. It's all free, and yet it helps me. Let me know if you enjoyed this live reading. You were the last group. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.